This episode of Arrow TV is brought to you by ECW Hunting Calls. Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Arrow TV. On this week's show, me and Brian are headed down to our Missouri farm for 5 days. Now it's November 1st, we're hoping the action's heating up down there. You can join me the first night in stand as I put my scent blocker to the test. Every deer that comes into me comes from straight downwind of me. But first, we're going to take you back a couple years. My buddy Kal Stokes come down from Minnesota to hunt the rut with us. We didn't have a very good rut that year. It was really hot, the bucks just weren't moving, and the bucks that we did see were all locked down with does.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we've been dealing with. Been hunting all week, can't hardly see any deer. And here towards the end of the week it starts getting a little cool. Walking up to their stand, you can see them just out there, locked down. That buck's not going to let that doe get out of her sight, out of his sight. Second pair we've seen today, so.
It's his last day here. We have a doe come in on us, and he's going to take her home with him.
Deer, right over here. What did it look like? It's a doe. She keeps looking back.
Right now, we're going to take you back a few years ago with our friend Kal Stokes, who come down from Minnesota to hunt the rut with us. Now this hunt takes place on his last night here as he does a little doe management for us.
Okay, there's a little buck with her. Yeah, he's not very big. I think I'm gonna shoot that doe. She's not. That was perfect. Go down. Go down right there. Get another arrow on just in case, because if she did keep looking back. She's not down. Come on. She's going down. No, just because she kept looking back, just in case something else comes over this fence. She's down. Alright. Let me just fill you in on what just happened here. Terry's right back here. You can barely see him with his face mask still on. We were just sitting here, we were getting kind of bored this morning. It's probably 8 o'clock. This rain's been coming and going, and I had just had the camera on, and we heard something. So I turned on the camera, my camera right here, and nothing had come on. I actually forgot it on. And Terry goes, "There's a deer coming." So we quick get ready, and it's a decent sized doe with a little fork that we saw the other day. And we just opted to take her. I mean, this is my 7th day of the hunt. I leave tomorrow, so it just worked out perfect. Terry got it perfectly centered. I'm sure we'll be able to put that right in there with it. And we got me shooting, and she fell right there. And then actually, it's just been great. That little buck came back not too long ago. It's just been great. This is just awesome. There's that nocturnal right there. Man, I'm telling you, that makes it so easy to see where you're at and where that arrow went. She's laying. The blind's right there. She made it 20-30 yards. Well, this is what we ended up with right here. It's still really early. She came in with a little buck. She's not a giant doe, but there's no problem in taking a couple does out of a farm. So she's not a giant, but we're actually going to use her to our advantage. We're going to keep hunting. And these bucks and these does are moving today, so. Oh, what a fun day. Man, 7 days of hunting. You couldn't be so proud of a little deer like this.
Hey everyone, it's November 1st. We're in Missouri. We got into town real late last night, about 3:30 in the morning. So we slept in this morning, of course, but we're out here early today. We checked a couple trail cameras already. Looks like we got some good buck movement during the day out searching. So we're sitting tight over this bean field tonight. I am. Brian's back on the bean field and gonna see what happens. Hopefully we can catch one of these big boys out cruising tonight. If not, we'll be right back out here tomorrow morning sitting all day. So stick with us. I think it's about to get real. Now, I wasn't in staying long before I had this little buck come out into the field and make his way across. And it wasn't long after he disappeared across the creek that I caught him chasing a doe and a fawn back towards me. Now, he didn't give chase very long before he come back across the creek, but there was actually another buck up in the woods, nose to the ground, following the same doe and fawn. Now, this little guy bedded about 40 yards from me for about 40 minutes. When he got up, he started heading back out towards the hayfield. I looked up the direction he was headed and seen the buck we call Mo 3 starting to cut across the hayfield. Now this is the point that self-filming becomes really stressful, not knowing which direction this deer is going to go. Is he going to come out in front of me to my left, or is he going to stay to my right and come in the woods?
I just tagged a Missouri buck right there, man. He's not one of the biggest ones we got on camera, man, but I'm not waiting. He's not one I would have passed up on the last day, so he's down right there, 40 yards from me. Probably about a 15-yard shot. Perfect. Perfect. God, I love it. He is down. First night. Yes, I'm excited. We'll wait a little bit here and we'll get down and go look at him. I think it's the buck we call Mo 3. He's just got on his left side, he's got a real tall G3. Called him in. Had that little buck cross the field about 3 o'clock. He went across the creek from us, chased a few bucks around, or a few does around. Come back over and he bedded. He actually bedded about 3 yards from where that buck is laying dead. This buck come from across the creek, started making his way across the hay field, went all the way over to that scrape where the first one come out, and I called him back in. Gee, right to 15 yards. Awesome. Love it. Look at this blood. Right where I hit him. Oh my God, it's unreal. Look at this lady. Crazy right here. Blood. That's just crazy. There's my arrow right there. That NAP, man. Kill Zone Max just opened him up. You can see the blood all the way through there. Very live right there. Look at this freaking blood, man. These NAPs just tear them up. Pretty sure this is G3, Mo 3. This is the buck we called Mo 3. He's definitely not the biggest buck on our farm, but we don't have many days down here, so I told Brian I was not waiting. We had a few picked out that we would shoot if they come in. We've also got some pictures of some really big deer, so, but I do have 2 tags down here. Fill another one after rifle season, so this is what we got for now. I'll take him. I'm happy. Excited to get a tag filled this year. It's my first deer this year, and he's gonna be some good eating. Good clean kill. 16-yard shot. He went about 40 yards at the most and went down. That Obsession, that thing just, I love that bow, man. I mean, there's no better shooting bow. That NAP Kill Zone Max, that thing just did a number on him. The blood was just pouring out of him like a faucet when I hit him.
Man, it's awesome. Combine that with those gold tip kinetic arrows. He wasn't going anywhere. That was a fun hunt though. He interacted with that little buck a little bit after I grunted at him, called him back, and just a beautiful night. First night here in Missouri. I probably could have waited, but hey, now I can just film Brian. Well, that's all we got for this week's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned next week. You're going to be right back with me in Illinois as I put my scent blocker to the test again with a buck we call G2. I'm on the ground and he's straight downwind at 18 yards. Arrow TV would like to thank the following people for their support. Scent Blocker, Obsession Bows, ECW Hunting Calls, Gold Tip Arrows, Bee Stinger Stabilizers, Antler King, Primo, Stormy Hardwoods, Whitetail Obsession Scents, and especially you, the viewers. Thanks for watching.